All right, everyone. Welcome to the WIRA Daily Market Update. It is Tuesday, 4/9, and we are rolling into earnings season. So now we're officially going into the midway point of the week, and we should be starting to see some earnings season action. Earnings, of course, will be led off by the two big banks this week on Friday, and then we'll have a couple more banks on Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll really get into the nitty gritty of it. Soft market day today. Dow closed down about 189 points, S&P about 17, Nasdaq about 45. That's after that big run to the all-time high yesterday. But how about that VIX? Still just trickling around that 14, 15 area. Not much action one way or the other. Looks just like a little consolidation going on in the market, if you ask me. So, you can see on the news front, there just wasn't a whole lot of big news today. Besides Bank of America's raising its minimum wage to $20 an hour. This is awesome. And it's good leadership. Bank of America is one of our favorite banks. Actually, it's our favorite bank, that along with Huntington Bank shares. And, we're really proud to see a bank that we've held a position in for a long time and put a lot of trust in is giving back to its employees like this and really setting the pace for other companies, right? So good job, Moynihan and your people over there. A lot different than the Wells Fargo action, right? Where they're stealing from the customers. Over Bank of America, they're giving money away. All right. So, you can see it's been just a flat day today. We had a little news about that Lori Laughlin thing, the whole paying for school and all that. But other than that, not a whole lot of market news. Some side articles like this locked in a forever trade war. I seriously thought that'll happen. But it's possible, but it was just kind of a tame market day today. And, we always say that never short a dull market. Let's pop over to our charts and take a look at some of our stocks. We've been tracking this S&P 500 here, and we've been talking about it. We seem to see slipping into a fast channel again, accelerated channel, but we got a little sidestepped here today with that little red market. We'll see how that shakes off. You can see, it'll do this. Sometimes it'll go a little bit below that channel, a little bit outside the lines, and pop right back in. Let's see if that's the case. Earnings season is a weird thing this time around. You've had all this news about earnings recessions and stuff, and then you kind of had people on CNBC today talking about how, well, it's not as bad as it looks and things like that. What do you make out of it? Trade your charts, trust your charts, and trust your technical analysis. That's the way to do it. Our steel play got whacked today. Back in that channel. Back in that channel. X got a big downgrade today, and it kind of took AKS with it a little bit. All right, we're going to let that shake it off, okay? We're all the way out to summer on those $3 calls, so we got plenty of time. And we're still just right off the money. It looks like we're just starting to get back into that channel there. Hopefully, it's just a quick bounce back up. This is more like a sentiment thing. There was a big seller in there, dumped about 50, 60,000 shares in a block there at one point. But other than that, it was pretty tame trading. Our retail trade, yeah, up and down, up and down. This one we think as the market accelerates on this next leg, this will pull up retail. Plus, though, we need to start getting some. We need to start seeing some positive news on the sector, and we think that'll start happening here pretty soon. OIH, we expected a little pullback today as spot oil was a little soft. The Russians are threatening to put some supply out there, and that kind of subdued oil a little bit today. Still hanging out in that $63 per barrel range, though, which is really strong. Other than that, we've got that CLDR play going on, those leaps, and we're going to stick with these for now, despite that bad earnings report. We think that earnings report was the last of a series of bad earnings reports, and now we'll start seeing some goodness. It looks like we're getting momentum on the bottom. We're going to make sure that that's a bottom before we take any more pokes at this. Other than that, it was a tame market day. The number looked a lot uglier than it really was. It was pretty much tame volume. Although, we're still got that good momentum going on the MACD on their year chart, and everything still looks okay. There's a little concern on that red bar, but again, it could just be a 1 day anomaly. And considering the situation, right, we're rolling into Tuesday. Everybody's kind of, I think this earnings season is what's going to either make or break the FOMO trade. There's a lot of money on the sidelines, but it's been watching, and it watched this V recovery, and then it watched this little sideways movement. Then it watched this second leg, and now it's getting antsy, that fear of missing out money. If earnings season gets a little momentum, it should be what brings that money into the market, and we'll see how it shakes out. Okay, gang, tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. We'll be back after the market tomorrow with more update. There just wasn't a whole lot to talk about today. After the market today, we've got Levi. One of our viewers was mentioning Levi. Let's go check if they've released their earnings yet. And doesn't look like it yet. If it has, it hasn't got much action there, right? Anyways, we'll see how. This is actually their second IPO, right? Levi Strauss was a company. It went back private, and then it just recently IPO'd again. So this should be interesting, how this IPO goes and stuff. There must have been a reason they took it back public, right? Besides they needed money. Anyways, why does a company go public, right? They need funds. Hey, let's call it an afternoon, okay, gang? We'll do one more look at the news cycle. You can see it's been this story on CNBC pretty much for hours. The rest of the day, it was this $20 an hour story about Bank of America, and that kind of tells you the flow of the day. So look, gang, you guys have a good Tuesday afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow after the market, Wednesday. Like I said, we're rolling into earnings season. It's time to either put your bets on the table or just step aside and watch the rest of us make money. But other than that, look, if you need some help, some guidance, you want to learn how to trade, with people that will stand right next to you, click that WIRA link right in the description. While you're down there, read the disclaimer, okay? We are not a registered investment advisors. We're not certified. This is entertainment purposes only. This is our opinion and our opinion only. And it is not an offer to buy or sell any security, okay? Read the disclaimer, consult a professional, all that good stuff. All right, gang. We'll see you tomorrow after the market. It was an interesting day today, kind of good day to rest your body, rest your mind while you just kind of watch that listful market. And let's see if we get some momentum going into tomorrow. All right, gang. We'll see you after the market.